now, right now I'm driving. I am test, test. Give me 1 second. Test. Second. 1 second. All right. Test. 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 Man, hopefully you guys can hear me. My last job right there. And driving right now. Not too far from Chi-Town. Right? As they call it, real estate. On the road. Sorry, I think you got this. My bad. But man, on the Facebook members, on the Facebook members, all the supporters. I want to thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot to me. So, you guys are probably going to watch the playback or upload after this. Schedule this like 3:30. I'm doing this now because I'm probably busy. All right. Let's see. Anyways, let's get into it. So, shit, people look like money. People want to spend like money. People want to talk like money. And people want to walk like money. Right? So, Cardi B, they get a divorce. Seems a little messy. Cardi B is, they both kind of hearing each out on social media. Cardi B seems to be the most vocal out of the two. And it was released that, upon divorce, Offset he wants to, he wants spouse, right? The brother wants spouse support from his wife. His wife is worth, I think, 100 million, and they say that Offset is only 30 million. Just still a lot of money, right, to be worth that much. Coincidentally, this was reported right after Cardi B was on the road with Stephon Diggs and a couple of other ladies. And Stephon Diggs pulled out what appears to be a juicy, allegedly with some pink powder out of his pocket. When the whole scene, they wanted to take things up a notch, right? Take things to the next level. Like, I got just what you this could be in the divorce case. It could be. Who knows? The NFL came out and spoke. They said, hey, we saw that, you know, Stephon Diggs, we saw him with alleged to be some pink powdery stuff in his hand on the boat with some holes. We're going to further investigate. So they're alleging that it's some drugs. Right? I don't think it was prop drugs at all. I think it was some drugs. All right? So that could be used against them in his case. Right? But Offset, he put out there, his team put out there, his lawyers, like, no, we want spousal support. Now, is this a homo or, a city boys up? Is this fair? Or is it's a whole a lot of a lot of women they think it's a whole Cardi B. She got up on Twitter. When was it yesterday or earlier today? Kept calling Offset the B word and using the N word quite a bit. It's just like, man, I don't ask nothing for you. I don't ask nothing from you. I just ask you to spend time with your kids. I'm out here in Atlanta working right now. I don't know nobody. I don't even have with your family. And I still calling to let you know that your kids are out here. I'm out here to come see you. Your kids have to see. Just the same, just the same. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if that could be. That was like single mother talk, you know. That was single mother talk to get all the big backer, the big backathons, the big back ends to back her up, you know. The garner sympathy from the Dusty that she procreated with. I mean, she get a war cry for all the big backathons, the big back ends out there to follow her lead in the field where she's coming from. But here's the thing, man. Let me play the devil's advocate on one end. I don't. I've been watching a lot of Tony's cheating story videos, and he reads off a lot of videos from. Well, he reads off a lot of people's stories from Reddit, saying how, oh, I caught my wife cheating, this, and that, and the third, and you know, there was no prenup. The judge didn't grant her everything that she felt like she was entitled to. It hurt her case, but she didn't leave it. Right? In this case, it was infidelity, so you might get separation pay. I don't know if it's spousal support. I'm not sure. All right? Because it was claimed that it was infidelity on your end, and then you want spousal support. I don't know if you'll get that. In his defense, he said that he's only doing this because of all the ridiculous things that she's asking for from him throughout the divorce. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. It seems like she just want to get away from you know, the evidence that was out there is like, you might have evidence on your phone. Public perception is, you got online to throw him under the bus. Then later on, he took some shots and he kicked it off first by doing a whole entire rant about it. All right, but still, it was infidelity that you can prove. So maybe you might be entitled to some sort of separation pay, but maybe not spousal support. Your wife didn't leave you because she just fell out of love and everything was going fine. No, your wife left you because she caught you cheating numerous amount of times. Your wife wants to leave you because you don't really respect the grounds of the marriage. But at the end of the day, I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect to attract in your former home who was, by your own admission, robbing and drugging guys, setting them up, stripping, talking ratchet on music, working, right? Cursing a lot. And then you marry somebody with tattoos all over their face, spewing the same nonsense over a rap beat. What do you expect? All right. On the flip side of that, I'm not against. Uh, I'm not against Offset's. What Offset's point, what he claims he deserves. Um, equal left, equal right means equal left. All right. Um, women want equality, whatever that means. They don't really specify what they think they deserve. Equal pay. I mean, job, especially if the woman is somewhat more attractive. Uh, not only do they get hired most of the times, they get hired at equal rates. Sometimes they get, more benefits for being in that position. And a lot of times they can get moved up, especially if they get down, sleeping their way up to the top. You know, kind of have a bargaining chip that a man doesn't have unless the man that's in the position that's hiring is swinging that way. Right? Women are already protected. You know, women are well protected. They're more than protected. They're overprotected. Right? Um, you can say whatever it is you want about a man and have harm done to him, locked up, and nothing will happen, even if it's a lie. Right? So, when women say they want equality, it's just like, all right, there's more than enough. Hell, as a matter of fact, it's not even equal. It's imbalanced and more in favor of the women most of the time, especially in the court of law and in divorce court and child support court. So when women get online talking about, I mean, when men have to pay child support and spousal support, I'm not saying they're happy about it. I don't believe that they're happy about it at all. But you don't see men going on these rants, except for Tyrese. You can tell it's not fair. It doesn't make sense to hit the ball up with that much money per month, right? It was dragging them through the court system and shit like that. So that's a little bit different. But you know, um, the average man don't get online and complain. It's no reason. Man, women when they gotta pay child support, they get online and they go crazy, right? Britney Spears went crazy. Halle Berry went online, went crazy. Men don't owe you. Women don't owe you shit. Right? You paying child support for two baby daddies. Mary J. Blige, she kept it cool, right? I think Wendy Williams had to break $100 for some money. I don't remember. But now in this case, man, it's not even the court didn't even grant him this yet. He's asking for this. He's fighting for this, and the courts didn't even grant him this yet. And first thing you do is get online to call the father of your children a bitch, right? I think he wants full custody. He just might get it. He just might get it. You know, he says you'll never round your kids, which I don't know if that's be true. But we see that you want to vote for a man is alleged to have, a bag full of pink cocaine. That's not a good look, right? And look at how she's talking about me online. And this person's supposed to be a mother, right? You see, you being a proud ratchet isn't going toward your favor, but even then, you could do all that about a woman and they'll still give the woman full custody. They'll still give the woman full custody. So it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. No, it's a whole move on Offset's part. I don't think so. I don't think so because when a man is dragged to the court, it seems like it's unfair with the amount of spousal support he's paying and child support he's paying, which doesn't make any sense. Women are all in agreement with that. Women praise, the woman, get yours, queen. Yep, yep, drag him, right? But when a man wins in a court of law, spousal support, child support, and it's proven that okay because of we got married for one. Her income upgraded my lifestyle. So, now that she wants to be, I'm not living that lifestyle no more on that level without her income. So, I want, the children to have to, I want the children to experience the same quality of life when they go over to their mother's house and when they come over to my house, right? Now all of a sudden, women get online shit on the man. So if the system is flawed, when the judgment is against the female, in this case, why isn't the system flawed when the judgment is against a man? And this is why I tell you guys, man, don't even don't even mess around with a lot of these women. Don't even mess around with a lot of these women because this is what's going to happen at the end of the day. This is what's going to happen. You know. Now, in this case, the man was a cheater, so I give grace to the female in this case. But I don't went from the boiling pot to the frying pan with how she's moving. So, are you really upset about a man having a bunch of holes? Or your man being desired by other women? I don't know. It don't look like that to me. So, it's getting online and saying all that about the father of your children. That should be brought up in court. You Women have no shame nowadays. I'm not just saying just women, this is men too, but it's like women have absolutely no shame nowadays. It's insane. Uh, I hope Offset it was what he deserves. If we're going by the rule book, the law, right? Yeah, I think she should pay him spousal support. I think the quality of life from the children visiting the father and the mother, I think it should be the same, right? I think it should be exactly the same. So I don't see what the problem is here. Now, women, they can holler all they want, right? But, you know, men don't go on these rants online like that when they got to pay child support, they got to pay spousal support. But you got the women doing that, right? You got the women who cry. You got the women who out. You got the women who want to call you four-letter words, right, and curse you out. Winning big in the courtroom, right? It really don't make any sense. But it is what it is, all right? Sometimes y'all gotta be fair. If, if it's flawed because a woman's a victim in this situation, not even a victim, then it's flawed on it, and the other way around also. Here's the thing: we don't operate as a community. We don't operate as a community, so it's really get back. It's always get back all the time. You know, you can think everything is going in your mind the way your significant other just talks to you while y'all together. It's almost like, y'all like she's in competition with you. What you in competition with me? Ain't we supposed to be one? Right? So, I'm not really tripping on, the tears from the fear, right? That's what it sounds like. Sound like, this man has a good case. That's all I heard. Right? I heard what she said, but I felt, okay, damn, he got a good case. And that makes him a bitch by having a good case. That's I'm not mad that the brother's trying to get his money, trying to get his coin, right? Do what these women do. Mhm. You know, show this is what I want to see. I want the legal system to show that it's fair. I want them to prove to us that it's actually fair and not biased, not gender and race bias, right? I want them to show it. He wanted to get married, he wanted to have kids, knowing the climate that we in, but shit, this is what happened. But hey, man, ever since, you know, I disbanded from this group, they don't want me in there no more. And my homie passed away, you know, it's hurt me a lot. It's a lot of stress on me. I have to relieve this stress. Um, you know, one woman wasn't enough to relieve the stress, so you know, multiple women helped me out with my stress. I'm still depressed. It hurts, and you know, my lady just don't understand that. So now, you know, that she's gonna leave, I need, you know, I need some therapy. I just can't move on. You know, look at her house. Look at my house. Hell, I don't have a house. That was the house. I put a lot of money into the house. I need spousal support. Yeah, I need support. I need help. I need help. Show us that the system works. All right. So, you know, I just I want to see how this plays out. I don't think that that brother was wrong in any way. I think he's right, exercising and taking advantage of the system, his rights, right? Utilizing his rights, not take advantage, utilizing his rights. That's the proper way of saying it. All right. Make more than shit. Balance this out. Balance everything out. You live in a castle. When they come visit me, they need to come visit me in a castle, right? I need a castle, right? Shit downgrade and help me with the downgrade also. Hey, I don't I don't know what you expect out of marriage in 2025. I don't know what you expect out of somebody who rapping about guns, went to jail a couple of times, and got bluish green dreads and tattoos on their face. I don't know what kind of loyalty you expect out of somebody like that. Because the swear dude is probably boring to you. The swear dude is probably boring to you. You're probably talking something crazy too. Like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go fuck with these hoes. Since you talking to me crazy and so far I have been loyal, I'm gonna go fuck with these hoes since you playing, right? I'm telling you, women when they have in their mind the amount of kids that they want, they whole attitude, they aura change about it, right? Everything is holding hands, kicking cans, right? Bring around the rosy. Y'all get married, you have kids. They have a number in their mind, one, two, or three kids, whatever that number of kids they want. It's like, okay, I'm done with having kids. Now fuck it. And guys, it makes you look like the villain when you go off and mess around with other women. You're not really happy in a relationship. You know this person like, hey, damn, I really made a mistake here. I shouldn't be with this person, right? Instead of just letting go and, you know, messing around with other women, just, letting her go, charge it to the game. You still thinking about that ass, you know. You still thinking about how her ass be clapping and giving a round of applause in the bedroom that night. You still thinking about the flavor of her coochie, you know. You still thinking about that yuck yuck that she be giving, right? You thinking about how she lets you bust every single time, right? You thinking about how dirty she talking. And then you come back seconds, thirds, you come back around again. Nah, man. Sometimes Flex said the best. It's like, man, being a man is mastering your emotions. And it seems like both of them can master their emotions, especially the male. You know, saying shit that you be doing, sending pictures and videos of getting your ex-wife in the bedroom, hugging and shit to the new dude. That's weird. You can't master your emotions. Rapping about all this player shit, right? So, I get doxxed for that. Other than that, man, I'm not against a man getting what's owed to him in the court of law. Women, most of the time, men on the breadwinner in a relationship and women ask for child support, spousal support, they get, right? Spousal support, they get it. Hell, they get separation pay. If, you know, even if it was proven that there was infidelity in the birth part, right? They get compensated not as much as what would have been granted had it been the other way around. They get something, right? Unless there was a prenup. In this case, I don't think there was no prenup. So Cardi B didn't want nothing. Now you're like, nah, give me the sponsors. I want a ball again. That reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather took business inside of the court, basically saying, yeah, they say I'm broke. They say I'm going broke. My net worth is worth this when it ain't. So I'm gonna sue them for $100 million. No, you're trying to get back up. You're trying to get up now, right? That don't make no sense. Other than that, man, I want to see how this plays out because the women now they looking bad. It was Remy Ma. No. It was Halle Bailey and DDG. She looking bad out here right now. Remy Ma looking bad out here right now. And now it's Cardi B. She might be looking bad out here right now. If that Tusi, if that pink cocaine, if that was really pink cocaine that Stephon Diggs had, and also can use that for child support, he can bring that up. Damn near Tiana Taylor out here looking bad too. You're talking about people online, talking about divorce and everything. It's like, damn, what if I want to get my back blown? Huh? Like, you know, women have no shame. Got young girls get online talking about I need to get my back blown. They keep bothering me. And the British dude messing around with a single mother too. Come on, man. I didn't talk last night. He gonna send him. Oh man, how you simping for Tiana Taylor? Tiana Transformer Taylor, Autobot, you know, Maximus Prime face Taylor. Come on now, the ladies aren't really looking too good out here. You a bitch, you a bitch, you a whole bitch, you a fucking bitch. They gonna play that in court. Like, bam, you're on a boat with hoes and your so-called boyfriend with pink cocaine. Now you get online to your millions of followers and call them father of your children a bitch. And then when they grow up, they gotta hear this. Man, so hey, man, like I said, Offset, you wanna look like money, smell like money. But seriously, do I hope he wins. I want him to spend like $1 million on a music video when he wins. That's what I want to see. Right? That's what I want to see. Anyways, y'all, that's my time. You guys be blessed.